I need a regular.
And we're live.
Upside down glasses, backwards jersey, you know.
Hold on, let me join the squad. Hold up.
Well, you hosting, ain't it?
Tight. Oh, nah, come on, Shine. You know what it
I'm
is.
hosting?
Yeah. I'm streaming, you host. It's tag team duo.
Man, I ain't trying to host, bruh. Hold on.
Welcome to the lounge. You know how we get down.
Tight.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, who asked for the host then? Let go there.
Host, go ahead. Oh, we screwed, man.
Right.
Nah. Bro, I can't see like that. My shit ain't built for
That's
that.
what I said. I don't like the upside down, bruh.
I got some different shade for that.
Go ahead and host, man.
I hold in, say less. And welcome back to the lounge. First off, before we even get into everything, man, how everybody doing? Everybody doing good, doing swell?
For sure.
Smooth.
My boy Larry looking like he feeling too good. Boy, I'm gonna let him have it though. it. So first, we gotta do the intro. You know how that go. To my right, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Big Head Shern.
Whoa. I don't know about big head shirt, but what's good, fellas? What's good? You already know, man.
Okay. What's good? And to the bottom of me, the boy I already told you about in the beginning, the boy with the upside down shades. Come on now. We got my boy Bigfoot Larry. How you doing, Larry? Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Nah, that was kind of wild, but we're gonna let you have it. We're gonna go ahead and sit this to the side. So first, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I gotta dive into football first because there's been some crazy going on with football. So we gotta dive into it. Now, Sherm, you know better than anybody. You know, just like I know. 49ers looking a little shaky. I don't know. Could it be the end? Could the season be over with? I'm gonna let you start that one off.
Man, I don't even know, bro. I just feel like it's a disaster season for them. Not just from a football perspective, but off the field as well. Yeah. I mean, I almost said this in the chat last night, but when you run through all the stuff that the 49ers have been through since losing the Super Bowl, I mean, they've had multiple injuries. They've had multiple players lose their newborn children in death. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's just, you look behind not just the football stuff. I don't know about y'all, but it's just hard to concentrate on the football when you got stuff like that going on personally. You know what I'm saying? Here's to them for sure. But
I can't even imagine that. I seen Trent Williams lost his twins.
Yeah.
Who was the other one?
I can't think of his name right now, but it was their cornerback. But he lost his like a couple months ago. I don't want to keep talking about it because it's just sad, but it's just when you think about all the stuff that you're going through, man, multiple coaches getting fired, all that stuff, all the injuries, Christian McCaffrey, obviously, we know with his injury situation, they lose Brandon Ayuk. Then Fred Warner comes out last week talking about, I've been playing the whole season with a broken ankle. It's just crazy, man. It's like football is one of those sports, man, where one play, it's a game of inches, right? One play goes the wrong way, all of a sudden your record is, it's down in the dumps. Yeah. They've had a couple games now where they blew it, and now it's like those got to have it games like in Buffalo. Now you're in a tough situation, a California team playing in the snow, not being able to match up to their level of physicality, man. It's just been a tough year for them.
Yeah. Prayers to those families too, also, bro. Because I couldn't even imagine that as a dad. So definitely prayers goes out to those families.
Because realistically, Sherm, I ain't gonna lie. To be fair, you brought up a valid point, though. I feel like off the field just as much as important as on the field. Like even besides, like I feel for the babies, and man, that's tough.
And we even talk about Ricky Pearsall, man, what he went through this off season when he got shot in that robbery, man. It just ever since he lost that Super Bowl, they've been going. just a bunch of off the field stuff, you know.
Yeah, I feel like overall the psyche of their team just is off. Like they just got a lot going on, and the injuries don't help, and it's been going
So,
down.
is the playoffs completely out the picture for them, or they have to win out?
It's not out the picture, but it's going to be difficult.
It's gonna be tough.
It's going to be difficult. They're already behind in their division, so that path is probably locked up for them, you know. And they have a tough schedule to close out the season, and I believe they already have 7 losses. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, teams don't get in with more than 7 losses. So it's going to be very tough for them to sneak in. They'll have to play perfect, and especially you look at Christian McCaffrey gets injured again. That PCL injury, he's going to be out 6 weeks. He wasn't lighting it up per se. I don't think he was 100% healthy to begin with, but that's another element, another dynamic element that they've just had taken away from them. Really, for me, though, their biggest issue hasn't been their offense. It's been their defense. Their defense has really struggled. We spoke about it a little bit, either last week or the week before, but they're just not getting good pass rush anymore. They're not getting home. And when that happens, you put a lot more pressure on those other side on the back end, right? So you look at that Buffalo game last night, prime example. You give Josh Allen a clean pocket, he's going to pick you apart. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to go crazy. He's going to rush, pass, and receive a touchdown on the same play. You feel me? So stuff like that, man.
Nah, you're right. You brought up a good point again, though, about they rush. It's not the same. If you look at it year by year, it's low-key been getting worse. Like each year, one main piece will leave. You remember back when they had DeForest Buckner? They had him, and they lost him. It's just been slowly but surely going down here.
But even last year in the Super Bowl run, having Chase Young and Greenlaw out there, those guys, I mean, Greenlaw was doing his thing for sure. Chase Young, he wasn't lighting up the world, but, just having those two solid guys producing, and when it comes to replacing them, like you really can't. It's hard to replace them on the fly. Especially if you're not picking high in the draft.
Nah, facts. But since we're talking about pass rush, I feel like that's the perfect segue to go ahead and get my team out the way, man.
Hey, I'm glad. Like, what's crazy is I'm glad you brought that up. Like, you was about to say something about that, because I was definitely I really was going to ask you something about like that too. What's up with our defense, bro? Like, I feel like our defense is just like sit back and like a prevent defense or something. Like they don't. Like, we can't get to the quarterback. We can't get to the quarterback to save our life. Yeah,
we're not drawing up no real rush. I feel like
it's crazy because
back in too much.
It's crazy because on Sunday, y'all had 5 sacks on Justin Herbert. I mean, y'all was in the bottom of the league on quarterback sacks, and then on Sunday y'all went and had 5 and still lost. So you can say whatever it is about the defense. The defense has been solid enough to win.
I got something else about the team, though.
It's the offense, man. If your quarterback's turning the ball over, or the offense,
that's crazy.
You're putting your defense at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? And that's really, yes, the Falcons haven't been able to put pressure on the quarterback consistently, but I don't think their defense is a problem right now. In the playoffs, that's going to be an issue. But right now, y'all can win games. It's the offense that's letting y'all down.
Yeah, I can agree with this. I can agree with that too. It is the offense that's letting us down. But I think that we still would need some type of coaching change or defensive coordinator, because we got Judon, bro, and I feel like he's being completely misused. Like, you'll see him in coverage when he
a lot.
He's a pass rusher, bro. He can get to the quarterback. So why is he dropping back in pass coverage all the time?
It reminded me of what the Cowboys was doing with Michael for a little bit when they kept dropping back in coverage. I'm like, bro, yeah, he can, but let him do what he do, man. Come on, right, man, bro. But I do agree that, man, 4 picks, that it's hard to overcome for any team for that. Man.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's time to pull the plug on Kirk Cousins?
Nah, not during the season though. But I feel like he gotta get a move on things. So
I agree with you, bro. I feel like if we lose this game, I think it's time to put Penix in.
I think that's kind of foolish because Penix is a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't know what he's doing in practice. I say that much, but at this point in the season, you can't turn to a rookie quarterback to ask you to deliver at this point in the season. Now, if we talk about the off season, maybe we can have a different conversation. But right now, I think they just got to write it out with Kurt. He hasn't been amazing, but he hasn't been that bad either. I will say, like, there's just certain plays where it's like it's obvious he doesn't have zip on the ball and he doesn't want to get hit. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to cause some troubles. But I think at this point in the season, it will be very premature to put Penix in. You guys are 6-6. It's not the end of the world. You're still ahead in the division. You're still most likely going to be a playoff team. So,
which I found to be kind of crazy. Come on, Temple.
The last 3 games, I think he threw like 6 interceptions, bro.
That's an issue. But also, look at the defense y'all been playing. Y'all played Denver, who's obviously one of the best defenses in the league with their corners. You played the Chargers, who have been playing amazing on defense as well. And who was the other team, that third team? I know you had the bye week in there. Was it Tampa?
Yeah. Hold on. Did we lose to Tampa the second time? I think we did.
Nah, y'all beat them twice. That's why y'all up in the division.
You're right. So who was the other team?
Oh, I'm finna look it up right now. Oh, y'all played the Saints. That game was that's one you should have had. But again, the Saints, they're not a bad defensive team. You know what I mean? Especially up front, they got Cam Jordan, all those guys who can put pressure on the Brian Brzee. I love him out of Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Those guys put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So it's just a bad stretch of the season for them. But you look at their schedule, they got the Vikings this week. That's going to be a tough game, another tough defense. Yeah. But you close out the year against the Raiders, Giants, Commanders, and Panthers. That should be 4 wins right there. And you get those 4 wins, you finish the season 10-7, you're going to be in a good spot because Tampa can't catch up in that division.
Can you name those 4 games again?
The Giants, they got the Vikings, then they got the Raiders, Giants, Commanders, and Panthers.
I think that Commanders game might be a good one.
It might be, but again, if you value yourself as a playoff team, that's a game that you should win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need that.
Understood.
That Panthers game, I don't know the way the Panthers are balling. You know what I'm saying?
Bryce trying to keep it contract. That's what it is, bro.
They've been balling. It's more than Bryce, the whole team, man.
No, for sure.
They're playing hard.
But I think whenever it comes to a situation like that, too, though, I'm not gonna say it was everything, but the fact that Bryce did come back and start producing, I think that gave the team a little spark, like a little energy. But either way, though, I love to see it.
Really, the issue they have no personnel on defense. They got J.C. Horn, and that's it. Like nobody else on their defense is a playmaker right now. So if they can hit that heavy in the draft, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be set up for good. I'm not sure Bryce is the answer, but he's good enough to. If you surround him with a good defense, he's good enough. You know, he's showing those flashes.
Well, the way I see it, they're probably gonna keep a couple high draft picks next couple years. They can figure it out. Hopefully. But just one more thing about the Falcons, bro. I feel like Kirk been playing a little scared, like just a little bit. But we're gonna figure it out. I just feel like he been. I still don't feel like he's healthy. I'm gonna put it out there, but I guess it don't matter now. It is what it is, though. So I got a question for y'all. I know y'all been sending a lot of rookies tee up. Who y'all kind of got taking the lead? Who y'all kind of got, winning this thing? Rookie of the year race.
It's stacked, bro. I mean, let's talk about the contenders. You got Brock Bowers, Bo Nix, James Daniels, Malik Neighbors, Drake May. It's a lot. Caleb's hit or miss. I don't think he's been playing good enough to be in that race. But you got to mention him at least, Yeah. But I think for me, as much as I love what Jaden Daniels did at the beginning of the season, I'm looking at Bo Nix right now. Recency bias is going to take over a little bit, but I'm looking at Bo Nix. It's hard for me to say that, he doesn't deserve a few of his flowers, especially that game last night. There was one interception. He had a little too much dip on his chip.
Oh, that chip, bro. It was
that deep ball that he threw to Mims.
Oh yeah.
And Denzel Ward made an amazing play on it. I said, okay, Bo, let's calm down a little bit. But the game last night, football, that was really the first time I looked at Bo Nix and was like, yo, he's a pro quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like a pro quarterback out there. He's been getting better every single week in the NFL, and that's what you look for out of a rookie QB. So shout out to Bo Nix. Yeah. However, Brock Bowers is probably going to be my pick, man. The things he's been doing for Las Vegas, I mean, just unprecedented. He's having one of the best seasons from a rookie, let alone a rookie tight end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to look at what Brock Bowers is doing and be like, nah.
I can agree on Bo Nix. Yeah, I would. My vote would go Bo Nix.
See, the thing I like about Bo Nix, I will give him this. NFL is all about consistency, man. If you can show some type of consistency, man, you will have your job, man. And he has been getting better. He ain't just been stagnant. He's been getting better. So I got to get him in his credit because starting the year off, he was looking decent, but now he's looking like a competent starter.
And to be clear, you know, I don't want to. That's how I feel like we're disrespecting Jaden Daniels a little bit. No. It's still his award to lose. You know what I'm saying? I still think Jaden Daniels is a front runner. What he's been doing, he's really impressed me. I wasn't a believer of him out of college, but he really, really impressed me. It's not as loud or pronounced as it was at the beginning of the season. That's all. But I still think it's Jaden Daniels' award to lose. However, if not him, I would love to see, you know, Brock Bowers or maybe Bo Nix. Those are probably 2 and 3 for me right now.
Somebody in the chat says Brock is the best tight end in football right now.
I'm not mad at it. I still have to say George Kittle. I have to respect what George Kittle has done historically. But I'm not mad if you're going to say Brock.
Yeah, if we're talking statistically, I think Brock does have it statistically.
But for me personally, I can't call you the best at something if I've only seen it for a couple games. I got to see a long sample size. I feel like that's fair. So when I start ranking people, I don't really put rookies in there. You know what I'm saying? Because we've seen a lot of – listen, we saw in the NBA all the time, Michael Carter-Williams goes and wins Rookie of the Year, and then he cheats for the rest of his career. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like to rank rookies. I say let me see it for a year or two. But I'm not mad. He's definitely top 5. I'm not mad at that. I just can't put him at best. Given what George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews have done historically.
No, I get that. Now, but we talking like the type of season he had, I can definitely put it in the top 5 though. I can definitely
for sure. Hey, let's not sleep on that dude from Arizona too, Trey McBride.
What? Hey, you seen that last game?
He's a baller.
That man.
Hey, real quick before I forget, man. Shout out to my fantasy football team. You feel me? We put that B2A on Rico Mack this week. You feel me?
That man ain't said nothing about a fantasy game the whole year. And he won that one. Okay.
I just, man, what we did to you was just filthy, man. I felt bad. I almost decided. I think I did bet.
You see this? He ain't said nothing about a game all year. Now you want to talk.
Hey, look, I think he got a problem this week on his hands.
Trey McBride,
bro. I feel like I done took my first L. I ain't lost in so long, you know. I lost last week.
Man, my team just forgot how to play. We ain't gonna talk about that right now, though. Leave that alone. But nah, truthfully though, last thing I want to say about that, the Rookie of the Year, I do love that the tight end is getting some type of consideration. That's lit. I like that. Nah, I do want to ask you something, Shern.
Go ahead.
What you thinking about the Chiefs this year? What you think they looking like?
Listen,
a little shaky, but they winning.
I wrote this in the rundown, man. Remember how last year's Eagles, they started the season off hot? They was like 10-0.
Yeah, they started 7-0.
And then all of a sudden they fell off. They looked horrible. And I'm kind of starting to see that a little bit with the Chiefs. Now, obviously, they're multi-time Super Bowl champions. They got the best quarterback in the league right now. You know, they have the best coach in the league right now, so I'm not that concerned about them. And they're still finding ways to win games, and that's all. That's what I say. Really, like at the end of the day, good teams, elite teams, find ways to win games. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. That's what Tom Brady and the Patriots were so good at, and why I think he's the best quarterback of all time. That's why I look at some of these other players, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and some of their playoff struggles. I look at the Chiefs, man. They're still finding ways to win games. You could say luck, but luck matters, right? That's part of football. That's part of the game. Like I said earlier, it's a game of inches. One bad play, one bad snap.
It changed the whole game.
It changed the whole day, right? Yeah. So I'm not too concerned about the Chiefs. Their defense has fallen off quite a bit. Their special teams, their kicking game, I'm very concerned about, because we've seen some injuries with their kickers there. At the end of the day, they still have Patrick Mahomes. I think they'll be fine. It's just one of those things, right? They locked their playoff spot already. They're probably going to lock up the division this week if they beat the Chargers. At this point, I think they're just trying to get to the playoffs, and they don't really care. You know, 1 seed, 2 seed, they got that locked up. They're just trying to make it. Right. Then I think we'll see a different team. They'll flip a switch, similar to what they did last year.
I heard the Chiefs been hitting people with that black magic, man.
No, they got that mixed magic. They got that Patty Mahomes. That's what that is.
I'm not gonna lie.
He ain't been playing that great.
I resisted that theory for so long until that Broncos game where they blocked the field goal at the end.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, they might got something going on here, bro.
No, yeah, that was real shaky right there. Real shaky.
The Likely play, you know, game 1, Isaiah Likely, his toe was on the line. Mm-hmm. Everybody was making a big deal. I'm like, that happens all the time in football. Like, that happens all the time. But that blocked field goal, I was like, something's going on here. And then the Raiders, that bad snap, you know, on Thanksgiving or Black Friday, that bad snap.
I had to rewatch that part so many times. Whew. I had to get a breakdown of what really happened. I'm just like, ain't no way they just lost the game like this. Because ain't no Connor was having a good game.
He wasn't ready for the snap, man.
Yeah. But I think when you match, like you said, the best QB in the league with what I feel like is the best coach, Andy Reid, you gonna make some magic here now. Just even if it's by accident, it's gonna happen. You feel me? Like, that's just kind of how it go. And I think they kind of got blessed of whenever they was drafting Patrick Mahomes, they knew what they were doing. They was well aware of what they were doing.
Oh, boy.
I can't even lie. That's great. But no, they do kind of remind me of last year Eagles though, because the Eagles definitely started off hot, but they definitely finished cold. So we'll see.
Hey, keep in mind, I started the season off 2-5 in fantasy. I changed my name. I said I'm done with fantasy football. I'm tanking. And ever since I said that, I done went 3-0, about to be 4-0 once I beat L's this week, man. God is good all the time.
Bro, you don't believe that.
It's time. Hey, it's time for one of these. You know what I'm saying? It's time for one of these.
I know who I got this week, and he didn't beat me by like a couple points each time. That's so crazy, but it's all good. He getting taken care of. But now let's go ahead and switch away from NFL, man. Let's go to college football, man. Talk to me about the conference title game, man. Come on, man. What are you looking like? What y'all got?
Shoo! I don't know.
To be honest with you, it really look a little up in the air. I'm gonna be honest.
That's what I'm about to say. I can see it going either way, bro. Like it's so crazy to me. SEC championship, Georgia versus Texas. I can see that going either way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We look at ACC, SMU versus Clemson. I'm leaning SMU, but you look at their schedule, they haven't played anybody significant. This is their first significant opponent. This is their first test. And Dabo Swinney, man, I can't bet against him. You know, Dabo, I can't bet against Dabo. Big Ten championship, Penn State, Oregon. I think Oregon's going to take care of business. I really do. I like what Penn State's done this season, but I don't think they got the scratch to run with them big dogs. You know what I'm saying? The big dogs of Oregon. And then what am I missing? Big 12, Arizona State, Iowa State. It is what it is, man. Let's go Cyclones.
Wait, so hold up real quick. We got a question. He said, "Is Texas a cupcake team?"
Who said that?
Hey, just read the chat. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I already know that boy Jay said that, bro. This is what needs to get on, bro. People keep disrespecting Texas.
I'm gonna just answer it real quick. Nah, they're not a cupcake team. But in my opinion, I do got Georgia. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just be honest. I got Georgia.
I can't.
But it's gonna be a close one though.
Because one of the hardest things to do is beat a team twice. That's one of the hardest things to do. Beat a team twice. You saw Georgia go in there and whoop up on Texas. I don't see it happening again. The only thing I'm questioning though, Quinn Ewers, I'm not sure what his health situation is. You know, he's been looking a little gimpy these past couple weeks. But I think Texas is still going to take care of business against Georgia.
Yeah, I think the fact that they rematching not too long ago matchup that Georgia kind of came out and punched them in the mouth, but Texas was fighting back. But the reason I kind of gave Georgia the edge a little bit because basically come down to the QB. Quinn Ewers look a little. He don't look bad, but he do look a little shaky though.
I will say with Carson Beck, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm kind of out on Carson Beck now. I finally came around. I'm not a big fan of his, but I will say they had some offensive line injuries, and now that their offensive line is healthy again, he's been playing a lot better, and they've been playing a lot better as a team. It may be one of those things where we're not even relying on Carson Beck. We're just going to run the ball down your throats, pause for 48 minutes, and we're going to walk out of Atlanta with the W. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of those things. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's going to come down to the wire, in my opinion. But he also said they avoided Alabama, Tennessee, LSU, Ole Miss, South Carolina, and Missouri.
So we can say all that, but, I mean, are you watching the film? Because you take this Texas team against Alabama, who are you picking? I'm not picking Alabama. Are you? Tennessee, we can have a conversation about Tennessee. I think it depends where are we playing. Are we playing in Texas or are we playing in Knoxville? I'll debate you on that.
Yeah.
Like Alabama, like come on, man. Alabama, the same team that lost to Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be honest. They got the doors blown off by Oklahoma, bro. Like,
that is true. That you can't. You got no excuse for the Oklahoma game.
And A&M, like let's not act like A&M are some slouches either. A&M's a good team over there, and we saw how Texas handled them. You know what I'm saying? Texas is a good team. We just haven't seen it yet. But we were saying the same thing last year, and then look at what they did in the playoffs.
But did you see Texas defensive front in that last game? Oh man, they was eating up. They like even if they weren't getting the sack, they was causing pressure, and I love to see it.
Indeedly.
What
you thought about the games last week, man? You know, Ohio State, Michigan. You know,
the rivalries.
All them rivalries. I want to know about the flag planning more than anything. How y'all feel about that?
Boy, it was out there bumping, boy.
I feel like take your L and get off the field.
Thank you. That's how I feel like.
Y'all should have did all that energy. All that energy y'all was putting in the fight, y'all should have did that on the field.
I understand. If I just got beat up and y'all coming in I have pride as a player and as a person. I'd have pride where I'm not letting you plant your flag on my turf. But at the same time, it's not that deep, bro. You lost the game. Like you said, take your L, get out of town, man. Like, we ain't got to do all this back and forth, all that stuff. But really, you look weak. You look like punks, man. Especially you just got, you got the doors beat off you, man. Dominated by an inferior team.
Yeah. Out physical. They little boys, you know what I'm saying?
I got a little homie that, but
I feel both ways about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me as a competitor, if I won, I'm definitely planting my flag on turf.
Yeah, you would.
And on the other side, if I just lost, I'm not letting you plant your flag on my turf. So I understand it. And Michigan, Ohio State, man, that rivalry is deep. Deep. You look at some of these other teams, like, okay, Florida State and Florida. Okay, we hate Florida, but it's not that deep, bro. We sucked all year. They want to plant their flag, whatever. We're gonna get a little argument, but it's not that deep. But Ohio State, Michigan, them boys hate each other. Like they don't even say the other school's name. Like it's that deep, bro. So I
Didn't
understand.
another flag don't happen in the ACC, right?
Oh,
It happened all over, all over.
Oh, okay.
If anything, the way it should be handled, we saw what happened in the Texas game. As soon as them boys came out with the flag, Sark said, "We not doing that. Y'all get back to the locker room." So if you're a coach, that's your responsibility to get that under control. You look at some of the other teams, like Ryan Day. I don't know what he was doing. Y'all saw that video, Ryan Day, that he just standing there.
Bro, I seen a couple of videos of him. He was, one was a mannequin challenge. The other one, he was kneeling. I seen one where he was just out the way. I don't know what.
What's going on? What's going on? Like, bro, you the head coach.
Like he know what to do.
You the head coach. You got to go in there, drag them boys out. This is what all the good head coach. Nick Saban, you think Nick Saban's letting that flag? Nick Saban's getting in there. Mind you, Nick Saban like 5'7".
Oh, he getting everybody out of there though.
He getting in there. He grabbing onto you, saying, "Go to the locker room." That's what you got to do as a head coach to handle that.
You won't hear some F-bombs.
Instead, you allow the conflict to boil over, and now you getting two players pepper sprayed, and you getting people hurt and trampled on. Like, no way, man. That's that's the part I had the biggest issue with.
See, when it comes to the flag playing though, like I feel like to a certain degree, like if you said, like you said, bro, if your team already ain't been fighting all year to win no games, don't try to fight now when somebody plant the flag. It's that simple. Like you can't be losing all season, then you lose again. Now you want to fight? Nah, that's no. And then I don't like when you had plenty opportunity to fight during the game and you ain't do none of that. You ain't have no energy.
Hey. All I know is if them boys don't win the national, I'm talking about Ohio State. If them boys don't win the national championship, shoot, even if they do win the national championship, Ryan Day,
he gone.
Welcome to Indeed, brother.
He can't beat Michigan.
Welcome to LinkedIn, brother.
Yeah, go ahead and tap in, get your profile. Right.
It's one thing to lose to Michigan, but bro, he's 1-5 against them.
I think he lost like
4 in the past 4 years. Like, bro,
4 in a row.
Like,
it is indeed ridiculous. Because we all know how the rivalry game go. You can win all them other games, but if you can't win the rivalry game,
the past couple years, like Michigan had a good team. The past couple years, I mean, they won the Natty last year.
Past two.
So the past couple years when they lost, I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Michigan's a good team. But this year, bro, they suck.
They came in.
They're sorry. 65. You're at home. You're 23-point favorites, and you losing. Like, what are we doing, Ryan Day? Like, come on, bro. And then all that stuff happens after the game, and you just standing there. And then you go to the media time and time again, and you just act like a little crybaby, feeling sorry for yourself. Like, no, bro, you got to act like a head coach, bro. You got to act like a head coach. And that's my problem.
Feel like he accepts enough accountability either.
He don't.
You the head coach. You the head hunter of the team, cuz. Like, come on now. Like, you supposed to be getting these boys right.
And there's different levels and there's different styles of coaching.
For sure.
So I'm not saying act like Nick Saban. I'm not saying act like Kirby Smart. I'm not saying act like this dude or the third. But as a head coach, especially of a college program, when you got young men to take care of, there's just a certain way, a certain level of class and dignity I expect you to hold yourself with. And I just don't feel like he does that, man. And that's what leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. And you got to realize that type of stuff rubs off on the players. You're very impressionable on them. So
absolutely,
if you kind of, in a way, like you're not their father, but you're being trusted with fatherly duties. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
So if you kind of like giving them that's okay to do that, what you think they're gonna do? Come on now. But another question about Ohio State we got, is their backfield the most overrated?
No. Let's not do that. They got some dogs back there. What are you talking about?
Hey, I gotta agree. I do feel like their running back room is kind of crowded. They lit over there.
But I look at their offensive line though. Like they've had a banged up offensive line as well. And their quarterback, he's all right, but he ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at Michigan's front. Their front is probably the best portion that they had going for it. Mason Graham, he's going to be a top 10 pick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like
Michigan known for having them good ass linemen though.
Low key.
It's not like we running against Swiss cheese over here. There's some dogs we run into.
But not too.
Shout out my little homie Brandon too. He played for Michigan.
Oh, okay then.
Hey,
tell him give me a ticket. I'll pull up on me.
Starting safety, man.
They go home, boy. They the ball game, Swift. We'll see you next year.
Right.
I'll be the game too. But I will say though, I feel like the play calling, I don't feel like it was in favor of the running backs. If you look at the past years, from when they had Zeke going forward, they were definitely, I would say, had more running back friendly. But now it just seemed like they're trying too hard. I feel like to get into these playmakers that they have playmakers now. Don't get me wrong.
Well, it's a style. You got to get them in space, man. A lot of the stuff that happened to them on Saturday, they was running, between the tackles. They was running, trying to get some draws in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Going inside zones, a lot of that stuff. But where they really had success was when they got them on the outside. Because now we run this little sweep, we run this counter over here. We're saying we run this outside zone. Now all of a sudden we got space, we got room to run. But when you running right down the middle, it's gonna be tough.
Especially when your O-line not 100, Mm-hmm. So that O-line makes a big difference on any play.
But my thing is, why are we running the ball when we got a generational wide receiver in Jeremiah Smith, and we got another wide receiver who's about to be a first-round pick? Like, why are we running the ball against Michigan? You know what I'm saying? When they're missing their best cornerback, who's also going to be a first-round pick. Why are you running the ball? Just pass the ball, man. Pass the ball.
It's too many questionable play calls for me. I think that's really what a lot of these boil down to with Ohio State in this last game, because when you look at the game, like, I'm not going to say everything could have been avoided, but a good bit of this could have been avoided. Y'all could have got more than 10 points easily. Come on now. But I'm going to leave that right there because I'll be talking about Ohio State all day. But I do kind of want to circle back on one game that's coming up. That SMU game, that one still, to me, is probably one of the most toss-up games because, man, SMU, I just don't know what to expect from them.
Man, I hope SMU wins because I do not want to see Clemson in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling Clay Kubnik going to take care of business.
SMU in the conference finals?
Yeah.
ACC.
For the ACC, yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that it was that good.
Yeah, they sneakily had a good year.
Nah, they undefeated. Oh, they got one loss.
I think they lost one.
What? Ain't that school located in Texas?
Yeah, they switched to the ACC this year.
Boy, they be throwing these brackets all off. I mean, these conferences all off.
They just did a bunch of changes last year.
Everybody changing, man. It's that money. Everybody going to Power 5 conference now.
Bro, that's why Texas and Texas A&M played again this year because Texas came to the SEC. But I don't know. We'll see, man. It's a lot coming up, man. We'll see. But we get into your part now, man. On to the NBA.
Yeah, I don't know. This shit's stressed out right now. Looking at the NBA score. Sixers just blew a 20-point lead.
Yeah, shout out. Matter of fact, let's talk about them then. What's going on with the Sixers, man?
Yeah, they trash. They trash. Next team.
Hey, I tried to tell them boys. They didn't want to hear it. I tried to tell them boys for the season. Tried to tell them. They didn't want to hear it. They thought I was being disrespectful.
I mean, to be fair, though, they've been having a lot going on, though. They got to get everything in order.
What? Wait. What's going on?
I mean, first, I remember.
Wait. Joel Embiid's injured? Who could have predicted that would happen? Who would have imagined Embiid would be injured? Wow, that's a shocker, man. Wow.
Can't get about when Paul George is in for.
What's next? You gonna tell me Kawhi injured too? I'm just shocked, bro. I'm shocked.
Right.
Talking about Kawhi. Nah. I think Kawhi. Never mind. I'm gonna leave Kawhi alone. Never mind.
Like, you just look at the team, bro. Like, okay,
we're the oldest team in the NBA. Shit is horrible.
It works. The problem is everything's not perfect.
Yeah, I do think I kind of been saying this about Embiid for a minute though. I think he got like that little Kawhi thing going on. Like Kawhi needs just like forever just gone. I don't know what happened.
You see, my biggest problem with Philly, they don't have enough youth or athleticism on the team right now.
Hello.
That's my biggest problem.
No. Hold on.
That's why guys like Maxey pop off. That's why guys like Kelly Oubre pop off. That's why guys like Jared McCain pop off. But they don't got enough of that. In the offseason, they go out, they bring in Paul George. Guess what else they bring in? Eric Gordon. Old, bro. Like, come on.
Bro, if y'all look at it, 2016 no more, bro.
He's all hand-me-downs, though, because Eric Gordon just got when he gets on the Suns, he picked up for a minimum. Come on,
bro.
He getting passed around now.
That's like that's what's really been killing us. Our fan base is like it's going crazy about that right now because just like we do have a few young guys, but Nick Nurse refuses to play them, bro. The only reason that we might win tonight and won last game is because everybody's hurt. So he's been having to play these young guys. KJ Martin, he had 19 last game, but you barely want to put this dude on the court.
Why he not getting tipped?
Bro, Nick Nurse do not like playing these younger guys. I want to play the veteran. I'm going to go with the veteran. Bro, these people are old and can't move anymore, bro. Like you got us running defense like we're that Raptors team, bro. We're not young and athletic with 6'10" and 6'9" players that can just switch off every time.
Yeah.
But peep game, I said the same thing about the Bucks, right? I said they don't have enough youth or athleticism on the team. And then what happened? Doc Rivers, he made some changes to their lineup. They started playing that boy Green a lot more. They started playing Andre Jackson a lot more. Now look at them. They started winning a bunch of games. You know what I'm saying? Like that matters. You look at these teams who are going deep in the playoffs. Look at Dallas last year.
You need it.
When they add PJ Washington, Derrick Jones Jr., that matters. Look at Boston, bro. That matters when you got Tatum and Brown. Now, obviously, they're superstars, but them role players around them, you just need some athletic wings, bro. That's what y'all need.
Some young legs, bro.
Young legs. You about to say that. Yeah.
We went and got all these. We went and got a retirement home, bro. Shit is bad.
Available, bro. Come on, sign up.
Right, bro.
Y'all need Tobias Harris, bro. That's what y'all need, bro.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
We won't speak on him here.
But bro, at this point, bro, like maybe I'm gonna have to take a few words back because Paul George is balling tonight. But bro, I was ready to trade him for Ben Simmons. I was ready to bring Ben back, bro. I'm like, bro, I can't watch this.
So I got a question. Do y'all think DeMar would have made the team better or worse?
I think they won't be. Well, I like DeMar by himself a lot more than I like Paul George by himself. If that makes sense.
Okay, I get you.
But
I think we would have been better.
Playoff contenders, Paul George is the answer. But if we're talking about Embiid's out, Maxey's out, you're the guy tonight, they should have got DeMar.
See, yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, I think ideally there were more on paper. I would say it looks like a better fit with PG, but exactly what you just said at the end, though. Like, if we need somebody to come on the court and none of these other dudes healthy, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
And yeah, I think DeMar would have shined in that role. I ain't gonna lie.
I think he would have too, bro.
McCain, though.
Yeah, McCain really been. Hey, McCain been doing it. You know
But you see how like the last two games, Nick Nurse really ain't even been trying to play him. Like he's been getting burned. Don't get me wrong, but it's just been how he's been used. Like he went from.
I do think it's hard to play him next to Maxey. That's the problem. I think that's the problem.
But you don't stick him in the corner though.
Going off like that, Maxey was out. You know what I'm saying? And he's still going off, but he's not starting no more because it's hard to play those two together.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. But when he is in the game, bro, you be needing playmaking with Maxey not in the game, but you'll have somebody like Caleb Martin bringing the ball down, and then you'll stick McCain in the corner. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Nah,
what are we really doing, bro?
But y'all can lose to these boys without LaMelo, man. Come on.
Are we losing?
They came back, bro.
It's tied.
Boy,
30 seconds left.
Oh my Lord.
Nah, that's crazy. But is though, you know, the thing is, you said about the coach not wanting to play the younger players. I'm gonna tell you who else was like that, but he ended up changing his philosophy. The coach for Denver, he only wanted to play the veterans, bro. And then once he started incorporating everybody together, that's when they took off. I remember that like it was yesterday.
It has to be it got to be like a healthy balance, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you can't let these, like, bro, I feel like the NBA is like, it's a young man's game now, bro. Like, you're not going to have all these 30-year-olds or people pushing 30. You're not going, I don't feel like you're going to win that way.
Yeah.
Got to bring some young legs in, bro. And that's what we messed up at. And I ain't gonna lie, it sound good, like, during the offseason, like, bro, can't no Sixers fans sit out there and lie and be like, oh, because when we heard we was getting Eric Gordon and Caleb Martin, bro, we thought we was gonna be lit. Man, hell no, bro. These people, their time is over with.
Man. I feel like Eric Gordon,
Sherm, stop looking like that, bro.
I feel like he could be a spot up shooter, but that's it. I feel like they want too much out of him.
I'm just like, bro, like, I see this whole thing coming. That's why I just feel like they said it was hate. They told me it was hate. I said, I don't hate. I don't speak hatred. I just speak facts, brother. Y'all don't got it like that. Y'all not in this. Y'all not in the combo with the big dogs, bro. So y'all have fun in the play-in with the Pacers and the Raptors.
Wait, why the Pacers got it straight?
If we get to the play-in, it's a wrap.
Easy money.
It's lonely up here at the top, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, okay. I think it's enough for the Sixers for now. Let's go ahead and move it on.
For sure.
Here's my boy. Man, what's been going on? And first, I do want to say one thing about the Lakers real quick. I don't like how a lot of people trying to blame everything on Bron. I just had to slide that in now.
Hey,
I know one thing. They tossed my parlay.
LeBron. I got a phone. I got a call for LeBron right here.
Hey, send me that number real quick. I need to holler at him.
It's Father Time calling me. He said you want to talk to Bron. He said you want to talk to Bron.
He barely getting over the rim now, man. It's starting to.
Your time will come, sir. Watch King.
I ain't want to see it,
but it's kind of shaky, my boy. I don't know.
No, I'm willing to call out when he's not playing his best, and he's not playing his best. I'll give you that. But have you seen how the rest of the team been playing? Oh, no. But I will say, D'Lo showed up last game they played against Minnesota. He showed up, but he hasn't had many games like that.
Who, D'Lo?
Yeah.
Everybody be hating on D'Lo, bro. D'Lo's solid. Like, he decent. The problem is when you relying on D'Lo, that's where you go wrong. When you rely on D'Lo shouldn't be somebody that you're relying and dependent on. He should be an added bonus. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, to a certain degree, though. Like, if I'm not, let's say I'm not relying on you to actually be the point guard or bring the ball up or none of that. I just need you to, when the ball kicked out to you wide open, just hit that. At least give me like 4 for 2, 3 for 9. I can work with that. But if you talking about you want to go the whole game in the playoffs and you got 0 points.
But you know how I feel, bro. Remember, we did the same thing with J.R. Smith, man, back in the day when he was playing in Cleveland. It's always something with LeBron's teammates, man. It's always something with LeBron's teammates. We was doing the same thing with J.R. Smith, bro. If J.R. Smith is your 3rd best player, you ain't gonna do nothing. But if J.R. Smith is your 5th best player, oh, we cooking. You know what I'm saying? We cooking. And that's what I feel like with D'Lo, moving him to the bench. They give him that freedom to just be like, just play free. You ain't got to worry about Bron. You ain't got to worry about AD out here. Just play free, play your game, and play defense. That's it. Whatever you do offensively going to help. But I look at the Lakers, man, their biggest problem is perimeter defense because LeBron has made it clear at this point in his career he does not play defense anymore. Anthony Davis, he's a big. He's one of their best defenders, but he's a big. So it's going to be limited what he can do, how he can impact the game. Rui, Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, negative. That's been their biggest problem. They have no plus perimeter defender right now. They really need Jared Vanderbilt back, but I mean that man's been injured for 4 years, and it's like nobody talks about it. Like literally nobody talks about it.
He's MIA. He been MIA for the last couple years. Like nobody know what.
It's actually insane, bro. Like he's like, I mean, I think DeMar Hamlin came back before he did. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. I don't know what Jared Vanderbilt, but that to me that was the best version of the Lakers when they had Vando on the perimeter, locking up your best guy. They wanted Rui to be that replacement, but he hasn't shown that. Gabe Vincent, they wanted him to do that, but he's been in and out the lineup with his own injuries. I think that's their biggest problem.
Nah, but see, that's the thing. Rui and Vando, they like almost in a way like almost opposite players. Vando, he's way more defensive and not a whole lot of offense. And Rui the kind of opposite. But even with Rui, his offense kind of flaky though. Like some games he'll come in and be productive, and some games you don't even know he there. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah, I could agree with you on that one. Rui do he show up when he want to.
Yeah, and Gabe Vincent, man, I don't even want to get started on him because him and that patchy beard, man, I think he just show up when he want to. Really, like he didn't. How many games he didn't play since last year?
Talking about them Heat players, man.
I don't know.
If only they had drafted somebody in the second round who would contribute for them, right now, right away. But I think instead they wanted to waste their pick instead. But
nah, they trying to let that boy waste his time in the G League, man. Go ahead and pull him back up. Hey, man,
he don't even play in the G League, bro. Like, he only plays home games.
They only play like 2-3 games, bro. That's crazy.
It's insane.
Nah, it's crazy. You in the G League and still getting preferential treatment. But we're gonna leave that alone. We ain't gonna get into all that.
That's nice.
But how do y'all feel about the Rockets, man? Y'all think they getting that step up? Y'all think they can be viewed as legit?
Yeah, I like the Rockets. I'm a big Sengun fan, bro.
Yeah, Sengun, nice.
And what we talked about earlier, having those athletic defensive wings.
Yeah,
Tari Eason. Who they got? A man or a Asar? I don't remember who, but one of the Thompson twins. I think they got a man, right? One of the Thompson twins. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they got him. They got a lot of cats over there. Cam Whitmore. I don't know what he's doing, man. He just lost in the sauce right now, bro. Somebody free Cam Whitmore. If only the Lakers had drafted him. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I mean, it's funny because you look at the Rockets, the biggest problem is the two dudes they took in the draft back-to-back years, Jalen Green and Jamari Smith. That had really been their only downside. Those guys have not turned into the players they were drafted to be. But everybody else on their team has exceeded expectations. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think they're a trade waiting to happen. We saw some rumors today. Jimmy Butler might be on the move. You know what I mean? Giannis might be on the move. So I think that would be an ideal destination for either one of those gentlemen's services.
You think they gonna move Giannis and they winning there?
Talking about Milwaukee?
Yeah.
They only gonna move him if he wants to be moved.
Yeah, is that simple. If Giannis be like, hey, I want to trade, they gotta trade him. Is that simple?
And we saw this with the Nets a couple years ago when they traded Kyrie. And then everybody's like, KD wants out. I'm like, man, no way the Nets going to trade KD. And then a couple weeks later, Kevin Durant is being traded to the Phoenix Suns. You know what I mean? It could be one of those situations.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling, though, once one of them was gone, that was kind of going to break it up. But I did, on the Rockets, it's Amir Thompson. But the Rockets looking nice though. I will give them that. And they was actually, not too long ago, wasn't they like at the top of the list to get Giannis? But I don't think anymore. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the Sixers don't won the game, man.
Them boy got 5 wins now.
2 straight.
Oh, wow.
We on the road, dog.
For sure. You got to start somewhere, don't you?
It's bad, bro.
Hey, well, they're gonna pick it up, bro. Hopefully, because I got some layers on them. They got to hit. So
They ain't doing nothing this year, bro. They might as well tank for Cooper Flag, bro, or Amir Bailey.
Bro, I don't even have to get picked.
That Cooper Flag sweepstakes.
Hold on,
wait, don't get heated.
Oh, never mind. I think the Sixers pick is a top 3 protected, right?
Top 6.
Oh, top 6 protected. I hope it's 7.
That boy did his research, didn't
he? I hope that lottery comes back and it's with the 7th pick.
Yo, bro, you know how tight I would be, bro.
Shit, I'll be tight for you. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll be mad.
Hey, it's a good draft class though. So like, just it's a good draft class. I like what I'm seeing so far. I haven't gotten in depth with it yet because I want to focus on football first. But I like what I'm seeing out of these cats. You know, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, Cooper Flag. Either one of them could go number 1.
Yeah,
bro, it's this dude from Alabama.
For some reason, people they ain't really been rocking with Cooper Flag. I've been seeing a lot of chatter about him. Like he might not be that good.
It happens to every big name superstar right before the league, bro.
I think with Flag, if you're expecting him to be a generational like Wemby, LeBron level player, you're gonna be disappointed because he's not that. But he's still good enough. I think his peak, he's gonna be on that Jason Tatum level. You know what I'm saying? But if you're thinking about, you know, what Zion, where everybody thought Zion would be, AD, Blake Griffin, I don't see that. You know what I mean?
Oh no, that's a whole different plate. No, it's different.
But I mean, Jason Tatum, let's not act like Jason Tatum's a bad player.
That's what I'm like. I feel like that you kind of made that like a, you know, like a small, that's
it's not meant to be a diss, but there's levels.
No,
like, there's levels. Like the way people talked about LeBron as a prospect and the way people talk about Wemby, I think that's the way people started talking about Cooper Flag. And I'm like, whoa, he's not on Wemby's level as a prospect.
Gotcha.
No, I get it.
And people thought Zion was gonna be the next LeBron or Michael Jordan.
He should have been.
Bro,
Zion got all the talent in the world. There's no reason he should be this bad. He's get injured and he's out of shape.
Bro, Zion like a Mack truck with a Hellcat engine. Like it's not supposed to be like that. But
I just feel like he needs to get out of New Orleans at this point, man. He just needs to get out of there, start fresh somewhere.
Gumbo ain't it, dog. It got to be something though. Like even besides the, I don't know. I think just him being in New Orleans right now, it just might not be the best. I don't like to get into all the player mentality and all that, but I don't think it's helping them, bro.
But it's like if you go somewhere you never wanted to be there in the first place, like it gets to a point. But you know how embarrassing it is. He's the only lottery pick from that draft class to never play a playoff game. And it's not because his team hasn't made the playoffs. They've been there multiple times.
He just haven't been there.
He hasn't been there. He got hurt every time. And every time he's playing, he's having a career year. You think of the play-in game last year? Oh, he was fantastic.
I was just about to say that, bro. In that play-in game, bro, he was balling, bro. And then it's just like, I didn't even know he was hurt. He just left the game and didn't come back.
Killing.
He went to the bench and that was it.
Man, they need to get Zion out of there, man. Send him to Atlanta, bro.
Arguably, they would have won that game. Arguably.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They probably would have beat the Lakers. I ain't gonna lie. And I was pulling for the Lakers, but Lakers probably would have lost. Just being honest. But this is what I want to ask you about Zion. If y'all the Pelicans GM, at one point do y'all pull the plug?
Right now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not now because his value probably isn't that high. But I think definitely, before the All-Star break, at some point this season.
Yeah.
I feel like his value ain't gonna get higher until he's somewhere else.
Because you gotta think about where the Pelicans are right now. Okay. We're probably not going to make the playoffs because we're so far in the standings right now. We have to make a decision about Brandon Ingram. Are we going to sign him long-term or not? Probably not. We just traded for DeJounte Murray and gave up Dyson Daniels, who went on and he's playing fantastic in Atlanta. But it's not like they don't have replacements. They got Trey Murphy, who's playing well. Herb Jones plays Zion's position. He's, we know what Herb Jones is. They got good enough pieces. You know what I'm saying? So, if I'm the Pelicans GM, I'm like, let's trade Zion for the best we can get. Let's trade Brandon Ingram for the best we can get, and let's rebuild this team. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Even DeJounte Murray, let's see what we can get for him.
I mean, I feel like they. I don't know. I would still be willing to. Wait, how long is? Didn't Murray get hurt at one point? Like how long?
He's back now. He's back now.
Okay.
You got to trade Zion somewhere that the food is mid.
Thank you. I was saying that. Give him. It's like
send him to DC or somewhere, bro.
I never want to see him somewhere else, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, we just talked about Houston. Well, I don't think he'd be a good fit in Houston. I've always liked Zion in Portland. I've always liked that. Even after they got rid of Dame, I've always been thinking about Zion in Portland, what that would look like.
Let me see Portland. Definitely not a Texas team, though. Hey, bro, you send him to a Texas team, bro, he's going to be 3 times bigger than what he is now.
No, yeah, don't send him to Texas.
Get him some of that Texas barbecue, bro. It's going to be a wrap.
I'm telling you, if he was in Utah,
a team like Charlotte.
Charlotte, that could work. Ooh, him and LaMelo?
Well, Charlotte food not mid, though.
But he from there, ain't it? Well, not Charlotte, but he from
North Carolina.
Yeah, he from that area.
No, he from South Carolina.
LaMelo, Brandon Miller. Yeah, we set up.
Nice. Yeah.
That would be nice, though.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Lineup would be nice for sure. I would actually, now that part, I would like to see.
Yeah, that could work. I think I would like to see him in Charlotte or the Trailblazers. I can see that. I can see the Trailblazers.
You said Boston? Oh yeah, I love that, bro.
No, he definitely said Boston. No, sir. No.
Hey, they mess around and trade Porzingis for him, bro. I'd be ready to snap.
Nah, chill.
Hey, Sherman might come in here and just cuss everybody out. There you go.
Hey, they can have a Al Horford, man. I love Al Horford.
Nobody want that bag of chips. We good.
I love Al Horford, but y'all can have buddy.
Y'all can keep the paper flip. No, I'm good.
Wait, do our pick belong to y'all?
Who?
Do what? Like that pick? Our pick?
Nah, it goes to the Thunder.
Okay. I was like, because for some reason I thought it went to y'all for some reason, like behind Al Horford or something.
Nah, I think it went to the Thunder when y'all traded him there.
He played. Al Horford went to the Thunder.
Yeah,
we got it.
Dang, that's wild.
That was after y'all got him. It was after the bubble, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it had to be.
But he played, but he only played half the season, and then the rest of the season they sent him home. That's why you don't remember.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then after that, we traded for him. We traded Kemba to OKC, and we got Al Horford back.
Man, I still remember that.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, hey, you remember when Al Horford was on the Sixers? Oh man.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah,
that was a fun era for me.
I know it was for you. Celtics was good.
Bro, that was horrible, bro. I don't know what they was thinking.
Oh, I'm tripping, bro. The obvious team, bro, is Zion on the Warriors. I'm tripping.
I don't know because I don't feel like Curry got too much left in his tank.
But that's the point. We get Zion for a couple years to play with Curry. Then once Curry's retired, we got this young superstar that we can build around.
Now, it depends. If you trade for him, what would you give up?
Man, Jonathan Kuminga, see you, buddy.
Bro, I already know Moses Moody out of there.
Moses Moody, see you, buddy.
Yeah, he been in every trade rumor since he got there. So yeah. I know he out of there.
I think they're keeping on pods. But there's about to trade for Lowry Markkinen. I don't see why they want Zion.
I think B-Paul was like they untouchable at one point, I think.
Yeah, they tripping for that.
Yeah, that was
sign Paul George.
Now they should have did that. Hey, looking at how you doing now, they should have did that. Hey, because but like Draymond said, they ain't want to play ball, so let it be. The Clippers don't want to win for. Nah, I'm gonna leave that alone. So what y'all think about them Bucks though, man? They've been kind of up and down.
You said about the who?
Milwaukee.
Oh,
bro. I feel about Milwaukee because you know how they started off. They had 2 wins for the longest, but they picking it up a little bit.
They've been playing better, but also their schedule has been Swiss cheese.
Yeah,
I want to see them against a good team. Like let's go let's play Cleveland real quick. See what's going on. You feel me?
I ain't really sold on them, bro. I think that like you get a mid game from Giannis, I think they gonna lose.
Oh,
man, that's a lot of teams, though. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah,
but
they don't. I mean, besides, they do got Middleton, but he hurt though.
He been hurt the last couple years, man. Oh.
That's the thing. Dame's been playing a lot better recently.
Yeah, Dame been hooping.
And him and Giannis, that 1-2, that's where y'all gonna go, bro. You got to rely on that 1-2 punch. That's why they traded for Dame.
Well, yeah, but I think now what they're showing me is that 1-2 punch. That 1-2 punch hurt, but you need a little 3-4-5 combo. You need some bag of chips.
Hey, Middleton, if Middleton can come back and give them anything, that's going to help. Yeah. I still think they need a trade. They need another trade, a little upgrade. To add some depth there. They need a little upgrade, but I think they'll be fine.
Now you remember when Middleton, before he had the leg injuries, he wasn't that bad at defense. Now,
bro, he was a Celtics killer. Let me tell you about Chris Middleton, man. Celtics fans fear Chris Middleton. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about Giannis. We don't care about Giannis, bro. We be over here stressing.
Middleton was the closer, man.
Playoffs, bro. He would buck us. Pause. He would buck us with a beat, and then he would go and he would guard Jason Tatum. Or guard Jaylen Brown, bro.
Yeah,
he was a dog, bro. Part of the reason why they won that championship, we can say whatever about Drew Holiday. We know what Giannis did. Chris Middleton was hooping too.
Big time. Like you gotta realize whenever it came to end the game. Well, initially, whenever it came to end the game, you know who hand it was going into. Chris Middleton taking that thing over. But even besides then, he was getting buckets the whole game.
Yeah.
He couldn't be guarded.
Bro, he just gets hated on because he ugly, bro. I know Jared's
and his headline. What's crazy is you was in my head because I was just like, damn, that nigga ugly, bro. And in my head, I know this is messed up because it's my cousin, but I was just like, bro, this nigga look like LT, bro.
They just hate on him because he's ugly, bro. I know Jared can relate to that, man.
Bro, I swear, I was just in my head like, bro, that nigga is one ugly nigga, bro.
Bro, I don't know why he been let this go, bro.
He look like his breath stink, bro.
Oh, it definitely do. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, shout out Trench Coat, bro.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about. I'm talking about.
Nah. Shout out Trench Coat, man. But yeah, Chris Middleton, he used for sure be that dog. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. I think he's just in love with the bench now. I don't know. But they need a little 3-4-5. They need something.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was just for sure. But yeah, that's what I was saying though. I was just like, after Giannis and Lillard, I'm not really worried about too many unless Middleton is healthy. But that's rare. I ain't really worried about nobody else.
And that's a problem though. Like when you got your 1-2 hidden like that, when that was one of the main problems last year, really 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now they really hitting, and y'all ain't got nothing to really show for it because y'all can't do it by yourself. You feel me? So I don't know. I think they need they definitely have some. I feel like some leadership issues with the coaching, but either way, I feel like the team could play a little better around the 1-2, but you don't know. I'll see how the season plays out.
For sure.
I feel like they're definitely getting better though. But like Sherm said, I do want to see them against better teams. But some of the teams I've seen them against that they lost, them games was close now. They weren't just getting blew out every game. Nah. A couple they did, but nah, they been there. So man.
Let me get up here the whole time my face was dry like this.
Hey man, nah, bro. Your face is you cool, bro. You cool.
I got these shades on. I can't even see for real.
Man, legally blind. Come on now. So, any other team y'all want to throw in the mix, man? You feel me?
He put that Thunder thing on. He said that, bro. Nobody trying to talk about y'all.
Bro, what you mean, bro? I ain't saying that. I'm asking y'all. What team y'all want to add to the mix, man?
Talk about them, bro. Hey, shout out to Chet, man. Hey, shout out to Chet, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite wigger, bro. Everybody be hating on Chet, bro, because he say he like oxtails, man.
Right. They might hit oxtail, man. Even around them. Never mind. Let me be quiet.
A white boy from the Minnesota suburbs talking about oxtail and greens, bro. I never see that in my life.
That's nuts.
He been around some of the right people, man.
Mind you, he went to Gonzaga.
He definitely did go to Gonzaga. I can't forget about that one.
If that boy went to the SEC, man, he would have some dreadlocks on him right now.
Right. Imagine that man was at Florida, man. He would have had some wicks in his head or something.
Boy, you know.
Nah, I can't imagine that. So, okay, last question. I do gotta ask y'all. If y'all had to give me just one early prediction for y'all side of the conference. I know both of y'all teams in the East. So if y'all could give me an Eastern Conference Finals prediction, what would it be?
Man, come on. You already know we're gonna say Celtics.
Celtics and the Cavs.
Man, I ain't worried about the Cavs, bro. Everybody been gassing this regular season win. Mind you, nobody said a word when we beat them a couple weeks ago. Nobody
y'all was supposed to beat them.
Nobody said a word when we beat them.
Because y'all supposed to win.
But when we lose to them without Jaylen Brown, keep in mind, when we lose to them without Jaylen Brown, all of a sudden everybody got their little jokes. They want to kiki, hee, and all. Look, man, we not worried about the regular season. We not worried about the regular season at all. We gonna talk to you on the playoffs in May and June. We gonna talk to you on May and June when we going for banner number 19.
Okay. True enough. I do feel like the Celtics, yeah, they'll be there. But the Cavs, I don't know. I feel like they'll make at least to the second round again, but I ain't got much more than that right now.
I will say, man, if healthy, I got the Phoenix Suns coming out the West, man.
Oh, yeah.
The Suns been hooping, man.
How y'all? I ain't trying to keep dragging it, but how y'all feel about the Magic? Like if they fully healthy?
As contenders, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I want to see some more. I feel like they need another spark plug guard. I think that's what they really need. I think they were hoping Cole Anthony would provide that for him, but he's just been atrocious all year. I still think they're a piece away, but I like what I like Cole. Magic. That's why the other day I was talking about Zach LaVine, man. Let's get him in Orlando.
I think they really need like I would like to see somebody with just they ain't got to be the star of the team, but just somebody with some real deal like experience just to come lead them through the way. Cause like they're a real young team. They
come get Paul George.
Ah man, no, leave him over there. No. But yeah, I feel like they on the right track though. They're a real scrappy team.
We need a Shea, bro. Come on down.
Oh, he definitely
down to Florida, SGA.
Nah, my
I think they actually wanted Paul George too in the offseason.
Oh, they did. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
That damn Daryl Morey, bro.
I will trade Franz Wagner for Shea right now, bro.
I know you would.
One last question, because I had this conversation with Jairus the other day, and he think he know everything. So I just want to get y'all opinion on this. All right, so so an article had came out basically that the doctors, the Sixers met with the doctors, and they basically told Daryl Morey in the front office that they do not know if NB will ever be healthy again, like to the point where he can be productive. And after that, they give him a max extension. My argument is that's a bad GM move.
Is this true?
Yes.
They
told him that they literally told him that we don't know if he's going to be able to be productive anymore. Like we don't know how his knee is going to hold up. And then y'all extend him out. Nigga Jared's like, man, they trying to save their relationships with the players. Man, who cares about it? Yo, as a GM,
that's what I'll say. Here's what it comes down to, man. Number one, you don't want the player to get mad or leave town or the agent or none of that stuff. I'm telling you, this is how the business works. Whether we like it or not, this is how the business works. Number two, you extend them anyway. If you have an all-star MVP caliber player, you're extending him every single time until he turns 45. Okay, that's number two.
Well, long
number
as
three, and the reason why is because number three, you can always trade a player like that. A player like Joel Embiid, if he was available for trade right now, he'd have buku amount of suitors. And that's why we extend or keep these players under contract. Because I'd rather trade him and have agency over what I receive versus him leaving me for nothing. It's always better.
So kind of like how Paul George left. It sounds about right.
I mean, he had 2 years left though.
Yeah, that's a minute.
I think that's crazy, bro. I feel like a GM should always be looking to.
But
I get trying to mend relationships, but he should always be trying to put his team in, the best shape to win.
Here's the other thing you're missing, though. The CBA just changed. So now players getting extended right now or next year are going to be making a hell of a lot more money than players who got extended last year. So that's another part of it as well. Let's lock him in right now while we still have this little reduced rate.
Understood.
And this contract situation with that's why I think this contract situation with Brandon Ingram, that it ain't getting no better. Leave that one alone. Because Sherm, like in football too, when the contract talks linger throughout the season, it doesn't help anything.
Look at Saquon Barkley. How he ended up in Philly.
We know. Shit. They could have been had that settled.
Philly.
They could have been had that settled. But man, it look like the sun going ahead hitting the floor, man. I think it's about that time. Go ahead and since nobody want to speak on my team, I'll speak on them, man. You feel me? Okay, see, man. Yeah. All right. That's all I had to say. But everyone close this thing out, man. And if you in the last word, man.
Hey, man. What I saw in Buffalo this past Sunday made me remember my motto that I've had since I was 6 years old, man.
Talk to me.
If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. And I'm not talking about the weather.
I know what you talking about, my boy. Yeah, I know how you get down. So, that boy was hooping. Anyway, we got Chris Brown back in the building. In the last word,
bro.
In the last words on number 6, man.
I'm ready for basketball season to be over with, bro.
You need to watch college, bro. That's what you need.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a Florida fan for college, so I might have to tune into them because this is not good.
Yeah, you just take a break, yeah. Get your psyche right, bro.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's all I got for you.
But man, it was good coming to y'all, man, from the lounge, from the best pod, man. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace. And we're done. Sort of.
All right, fellas. Man, you don't turn this live off.
Bro, I hit in like 3 times.
I gotta go.
That shit's still